Good morning everyone, and I hope this video finds you well. I am fine and I thank God for that. Now, on June 17th, the President William Samoei Ruto, his deputy Rigathi Gachagua, Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, and other top government officials and Kenya Kwanza dignitaries attended a farmers field day in Githunguri Constituency, Kiambu County. Now, if you hear the name Githunguri Constituency, this constituency has been on the headlines since June 14th. On June 14th, the Parliament of Kenya voted on the Finance Bill 2023 when it was presented for the second reading, and a controversial figure, and I can say the MP who took the day was none other than Githunguri MP Gathoni Wamuchomba. Why was Gathoni Wamuchomba on the headlines on June 14th? Now, Gathoni Wamuchomba is a UDA MP, and as many people expected, UDA Brigade strongly supported the Finance Bill 2023. However, Gathoni Wamuchomba went against the expectations and voted no on the finance bill. In fact, Gathoni Wamuchomba was the only UDA MP who voted against the bill. Now, since then, there have been heated exchanges with some people supporting Gathoni Wamuchomba's stand and others strongly criticizing UDA party and Kenya Kwanza government for their insults on the MP. Now, during this field day, which happened on Saturday, it was going to be the first time that Gathoni Wamuchomba was meeting the president since opposing the Finance Bill 2023. It was the first time that the MP and the president were going to see face to face. I believe it was a showdown on that day. Now, while watching the videos and assessing the photos that were taken on that day, I realized that the UDA as a party and Kenya Kwanza as a government are very keen on sidelining Gathoni Wamuchomba and introducing a replacement. Why am I saying this? On this day, when President Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua, and Kimani Ichung'wah and other leaders visited Githunguri, many people spoke, and I was very keen on Ruto's statements, and I was also very keen on Gathoni's statements. Ruto was very clinical in his speech, as he has always been, and Ruto said, and I quote, "Nimesikia ati nyinyi watu wa Githunguri mnasema amtaki mambo ya housing. Mlisema amtaki mambo ya housing. Mimi mnataka hawa vijana wengi barabarani, nitatoa wapi kazi ya kuwapatia? Si lazima nipange hiyo housing." That was Ruto. I think he was engaging the constituents and asking them about their views on the finance bill, especially the housing levy. And if you look at his speech critically, Ruto was referring to Gathoni Wamuchomba's stand on the finance bill by asking the residents that nilisikia eti nyinyi wa Githunguri mnasema mtaki mambo ya housing. That means he was referring to Gathoni Wamuchomba's vote against the bill, especially the housing levy. Now, I was also keen on Wamuchomba's speech, and Wamuchomba stated, and I quote, na mimi na hapa ya kwamba nitafanya kazi yangu kama mjumbe bila kuogopa na bila kuingiza baridi. That is Wamuchomba responding to critics. Now, for me, I have no problem with Ruto's speech, and I have no problem with Wamuchomba's speech. Neither do I have a problem with what Kimani Ichung'wah said or Rigathi Gachagua said. But when looking at the videos and the photos, I realized that Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza administration was very keen on bringing the former MP of Githunguri, Gabriel Kago, or who is popularly known as Kago Wa Lydia, on board. Why do I say this? I have 3 reasons to support the fact that UDA and Kenya Kwanza have found a perfect replacement for Gathoni Wamuchomba. Now, when President Ruto arrived at Kanjai Primary School, he was received by many people. When President Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua arrived at Kanjai Primary School, he was received by many people. And since this event was happening in a constituency, and the head of the constituency was Gathoni Wamuchomba, I expected Gathoni Wamuchomba to receive the president. Gathoni Wamuchomba was the perfect or the best fit person to receive the president and his deputy. Contrary to my thoughts, Gathoni Wamuchomba was no show. She was nowhere to be seen receiving the president. And in place of her was, among others, MP, the former Githunguri MP, Gabriel Kago, or Kago Wa Lydia. You remember Kago Wa Lydia and Gathoni Wamuchomba have a history together. The two individuals contested on August 9th, 2022 general elections, and Gathoni Wamuchomba was contesting on a UDA ticket, while Kago was contesting on a Jubilee ticket. Gathoni Wamuchomba of UDA won the elections with 34,646 votes against Gabriel Kago with 31,127 votes. That was a difference of around 3,519 votes. Very slim. Now, MP Kago, or let me just say Kago, Gabriel Kago, and Wamuchomba have a history together. And referring to the June 17th event, when the president and his deputy arrived, Gathoni Wamuchomba was not there to receive the dignitaries. In her place was the former Githunguri MP, Mr. Gabriel Kago. That is one of my reasons to support the fact that Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza administration have found a very perfect replacement, and they are ready to replace Gathoni Wamuchomba. My second reason is the sitting arrangement. Sitting arrangement. As my friend Lema Queen always says, in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Everything is always well planned and well executed. That is, I have paraphrased one of the famous quotes of my friend Lema Queen. And now, I state and I argue that the strongest political messages with significant effects are always communicated in low tones. That is my quote. The strongest political messages with the most significant impacts are always communicated in low tones. I assessed the seating arrangement during the Githunguri field event, farmers field event, and I realized that the former Githunguri MP Gabriel Kago was sitting close to the president. The former Githunguri MP Gabriel Kago was sitting close to the president, which should not be the case, because this event was in Wamuchomba's constituency. I expected that Wamuchomba was the one to sit close to the president because she was the host of the event, in my view. Contrary to what I think, and contrary to what I expected, former Githunguri MP Gabriel Kago was the one sitting close to the president. That means that President Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua, and Kimani Ichung'wah and other officials invited during the event recognized or elevated former MP Kago and they preferred him over Wamuchomba. Now that second reason makes me to think that President William Samoei Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza Brigade want to install the former Githunguri MP Kago as a perfect replacement to Wamuchomba. That is on seating arrangement. Now, when President Ruto was speaking, when the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was speaking, and when Kimani Ichung'wah was speaking, I realized that these three people emphasized their friendship with the former Githunguri MP Gabriel Kago. In fact, the president even noted that Gabriel Kago was helping him in acquiring dairy cattle In turn, when Gabriel Kago stood to speak, he also emphasized his friendship with the President Ruto and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua, starting way back in 2017. Now, these three reasons make me believe and claim that Kenya Kwanza administration are ready to replace Gathoni Wamuchomba with the former Githunguri MP Gabriel Kago. That is what I think, and I am sure my thoughts and my claims will come to pass in the next general elections. Remember, during the event, Ruto also promised and Gachagua also emphasized a plan to appoint the former Githunguri MP Gabriel Kago in one of the state jobs. I think this, according to them, will give the former MP a perfect platform to start agitating for the member of parliament seat of Githunguri in 2027. Now, the statements that I have given have convinced me, and I can now claim that UDA as a party, Kenya Kwanza as a government, President William Ruto as an individual, Kimani Ichung'wah as an individual, and Rigathi Gachagua as an individual are ready and preparing to replace Gathoni Wamuchomba with the former Githunguri MP Gabriel Kago or Kago Wa Lydia. I don't know what you think. Please share your comments or your thoughts in the comment section. Watch this video, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you and have a great day.